Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up? Let me get the music going. I'm going for 70 today. Might not be talking a whole bunch. I'm pretty tired, to be honest with you. But I wanted this VOD up there. It's on the channel. Kind of like a memory. Something like that, at least. But if you tuned in, thank you. Do appreciate it as always. If you watch the VOD, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know that you stopped in to check it out. We should be getting 70 tonight. Shouldn't take me too much longer. About 3 more hours maybe. Actually gonna grab water. Hopefully we're summoning them soon and get this done with. Again, I appreciate if you stopped in and checked out the stream. Should be hitting level 70 tonight. I think about 3 more hours if all goes well. Might not be talking a whole lot, only because I'm so tired. We're out here in TBC land. Oh yeah, I needed those. I got a bunch of gear that I can't even use it. Gotten kind of unlucky with gear, unfortunately. I've lost to some of the other mages. Unfortunately, I have a ring from Deadmine still. It's pretty funny. But we're decent now. We got a dagger offhand. That's not bad. We're just farming Sethic. Between like 340 to 450 450k per hour. So about 2 levels, if not more, or a level every 2 hours. A little bit more. I only got 1.5 left, so should be about 3, maybe 2 hours, 45 minutes. That's probably how long I'll be streaming. Still at 70. It's been tough finding groups, but we have a druid and hunter in this one. My last groups were all mages. But I think this one's actually better because the druid and the hunter do better on the boss fights. Which helps a lot. Right now, the only way to farm these is either to go up to a certain boss and reset. And this one has an exit point right where the last boss is, so it's better to just go through the whole thing. But if you're tuning in, give me recommendations for dungeon farming. I would say up to 66. I would do Hellfire Ramparts. I don't know why, but I feel like the 50% XP boost, it's still good XP. Like I was doing 400k an hour, even at level 65 at Hellfire Ramparts. So there's still a ton of XP, and the other dungeons were only doing 250, and those had wipes and constant other stuff. And even when we didn't wipe, it was super slow. So if if you want to AoE farm or farm dungeons, I would do. I maybe make a VOD on that tomorrow about which dungeons to AoE farm. So I feel like people have been doing slave pens wrong, and so the only way to do slave pens correctly is if you have a second account and then you do something called like a reset trick. I mean, it's allowed. It's not like something that's Blizzard doesn't allow. But you invite your second account to a party, and then you reset the dungeon when you all log off, and it like puts you at the front of the entrance. But nobody has a second account, and nobody's doing that right now, or maybe they patched it, I don't know. I haven't seen it grouped up do it yet. So slave pens is pretty bad, and the only way to kind of farm without having to do the reset trick is up to the first boss, and it's not too good. Let's see if people need in. Yeah. So I recommend doing Ramparts. It's easy, it's super fast, it's got really good gear. Like I said, I'll probably make a video on it tomorrow. Wish I would have had footage of it, but that's okay. Maybe just take some B-roll of like, going in the dungeon by myself or something. But it's good till 65. And then at 66, I would do Sethic all the way to 70. Otherwise, you could do Shattered at 68. But those dungeons can get tricky. A lot of the bosses there in those level 70 dungeons are level 72. The bosses are level 72, so you kind of have a lot of misses and stuff. It's better to just farm what you can. We're doing pretty good with this group. We got a little boomkin who does a lot of damage. Especially on some of these like smaller packs. And every now and then I think he has that like CD buff that does a lot of damage right there. Popped it. So it's good. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be here though. He's level 70 already. Or 69 I mean. So it might not be too much longer. Oh wow, popped my icy mains when I was mind controlled. That's fun. Oh, that happens. Mind control always wastes all your buffs. It's the worst. I don't know why my headphones like knocked off here. Trying to fix something. Oh, there we go. I said I should have probably streamed on Twitch too, not just YouTube. But I don't know if I'm gonna do the YouTube stuff or streaming stuff. I feel like there's a lot of like it's too rough. I'm just doing it for video purposes. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool to like have on my channel forever to see me leveling. So figured I would stream till 70. I probably could have to from 60 plus too as well. I think I did from I had a stream from what like ZF. And a couple others. Alright, then I'm going to bed right after it's 70. And then tomorrow I'll worry about gear and stuff. Of course we gotta add. Sure it was fun. Like I said, I might not be talking too much. I'm like super tired. Kind of had some oddball groups, but honestly, this was actually better for some of these boss fights. To have like a hunter and a druid. They do some really good single target damage. As long as you have a mage that's just doing nice AoE control, it goes pretty well. Although it's nothing like having 3 mages. But we did hit pretty high with this group. We didn't do so well last round. I think it's because we had a wipe or two. With one of the. We also don't have a reser, so druids have to use their B-res. I'm not sure how long of a cooldown it is in here. I think it's 30 minutes. Part of me wish I would have went in engineering so I could have had the resing trinket. Used to always like using that when we were dungeon farming. It was like it came in so well. But back then I was mining and stuff, and so the mats were paid for. Although I have a decent amount of gold, we're doing alright there. I gotta really keep mine flame strike. I just bought it for this little part here so we can clear the mobs. Off the boss. This tank likes to pull really fast, which I like. It's just it's as if no one has, or not. I don't have mana. I'm always running out, but we're all right. And then there's something going on with gems too. I might talk about that in the video as well. I don't know what's going on with the gems. I don't know if it's purposeful or what's happening, but when I craft a gem, it's supposed to use 1200 mana, but it just gives it immediately back to you. I'll show it in a bit when I run out. Not sure what's happening there, but no blizzard. It's been stuffed, bugged since the beginning of time. Script's been chill though, for the most part. They've had they had like a mage here earlier they had a problem with, and they kicked the mage out. And then they kicked me. I'm like, what happened, man? And they were like, oh, my bad, wrong mage. So I don't know what the hell, but I had to get into something. There's not many groups going on right now, and I do not feel like questing. Questing's so bad in TBC. It's just not fun at all. It's somehow worse than vanilla in my opinion. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel good. We finally got our rank 7 Blizzard. That feels good. Keep using my gems. That way I can have it in the VOD where it shows the gem bug. I kind of get, you know, I mean, at least we have the B-res. Just a little sketchy in here. Sometimes these mobs can just one-shot you. Like completely one-shot you. Like this cold bolt, if it RNGs you earlier, I died in 0.2 seconds. There's like no reaction time. The cold bolt stung me, and then the bird flew at me, which is like an instant death. Wait, really? That's weird. Isn't this the same name? Oh, of the Elder. Yeah, I have like a it's kind of a scuffed dagger. It's like a healing dagger mainly, but it went good with my offhand. I got a lot of mana now, which helps. I feel like clear casting might not be as needed, but I went clear casting. I feel like it's going to be more needed for either heroic dungeons or just like rep grinding in general. I'm just trying to get through dungeons as fast as you can. The more you're drinking, the longer it takes, obviously. Yeah, those birds suck. Really do. They're in fun, and these ghost guys will one-shot you as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of weird things in here that like will just one-shot you. That's why it's kind of rough not having a dedicated reser. But we have 2 druids, so they should be able to be res. I think that's pretty good for a warrior. My only issue is he kind of just stays in the same mobs instead of like he should come to the mobs that are aggroed on like the mage and the druid. But instead he just kind of like tries to hold aggro of the other ones, and I'd rather him hold aggro of the bird than the other ones. think he really understands it, but it's okay. It's kind of, unless you know the position or play that type of class, you really don't think about it. Other than that, he's pretty decent. Been running with a few of these guys, or well, at least chill. I've ran with them before, the tank. Also seems like a lot of OCE came to NA servers. OCE, and then some Europe. But I think that's because they didn't have their own server, and this was like the closest they could have was West NA. Not too bad. Oh wow, that's a good chest. You take that. Unless the healer gets it. Yes, but like being. Oh, did I not? Oh, I only called after. I'm dumb. Oops.
Find shelter.
I was reading his chat. I wish I had spell steal. I think we get it at 70.
Find shelter.
Uh-oh, he powered our tank. Can't be good.
Find shelter.
Surprised my imp didn't die. Oh, I thought I... Really? I'm like right here at the corner. Ooh, I think these are good. Oh yeah, they are. Holy cow, look at that int. These are nice. I haven't seen much drop yet. Let me answer this guy. This is my default response. I'll show you guys the little bug. Although these pants are really good too. The one that I had previously. Are these the new? Is this the new chest? I lose stamina, but that's not really my concern. I'll probably keep this for if I need a mage tank and gruel. It's actually pretty decent. 43 stamina chest. And these can get vendored. It's not really used for it. What did we do there? 390. That's not bad. 390k. 116,000 total. It's a pretty nice chunk that you get out of each dungeon, so it feels nice and rewarding before you reset or before you have to go or do anything or your breaks and stuff like that. You see how much I got last one? It's pretty decent chunk there in the bar. Yo, what's up, man? What's good? What's good? Thank you for stopping in. I might not be super talkative today. I'm pretty tired, but we're close to 70. So I just wanted to have a VOD of that up, of the 70 run. should have it in the next 2.5 hours. Yeah, for sure. We're kind of out of it again. I haven't really slept much. But I'm gonna take a nice sleep tonight after I get 70, and it'll feel a lot better. Oh, this bird, man, is the worst. But this dungeon's really good for XP. I might make a are you playing Brick Snow? Are you playing this? Are you playing Brisk Snows? I hope I'm saying that right. Brisk Snow. Are you playing Fresh? Are you playing Wrath at all? I can't remember if I asked you before. I had a few people that came in and told me they were playing. Like I said, my brain hasn't been the most alert. Yeah, I just meant like in general. If you're playing Fresh. I mean, I'm assuming so. If you have to and don't want to check it out. People, if you're trying to dungeon farm, people are like really confused right now on like what to farm exactly. Oh, of course, we got an ad. People are like super confused on what to farm right now, and Slave Pens was terrible for XP. It was really bad because we didn't have the reset trick, and everybody I've talked to like has either isn't doing it, or I don't know if it works anymore. But basically, you could like reset the instance using a second account. It's like not TOS breaking. Like, they don't care. They allow it. It like puts you back at the beginning of the dungeon. So you go through Slave Pens and then send yourself back to the beginning. And if you don't have an account or a second account, you can't. It takes forever to run back to the beginning. But this dungeon, Sethic Halls, like after you kill the last boss, it lets you pretty much exit. There's like a little door to the left. That's really fast to get out. But it was like only 250,000, which it sounds like a lot. But it was 250,000 XP per hour for Slave Pens, and then here is like almost 400k. Some of the other places are like 400k, so it makes no sense. But because that was what everybody farmed with Slave Pens back in the day, or back in regular TBC. So I'm not sure like why the XP isn't as good anymore, or if it just has to do with that reset trick. But it's not adding up anymore. So people are doing Sethic Halls and Mana Tombs and like a bunch of different stuff. Mana Tombs is okay. I think you have to reset after the second boss. This one's really good though, because you can do it's really 400k is not bad an hour. But it's like what 648,000 XP. This is so fast compared to TBC. Like regular TBC. I just don't understand why there's that discrepancy with Slave Pens. Over these guys so you can get away, so we can move around. With 3 mages, we were all, really high level. Slave Pens was pretty slow. And then we tried Shadow Labyrinth. And we got to the second boss. Once we got there, we had been in there so long, and like the one boss took so long to kill, so we just said we're gonna leave and go back to Sethic. But this one's doing really good. This Druid and Hunter are really helping with boss fights, because my single target damage isn't the best right now for a lot of these dungeons here. Which I don't know why, because I'm spec'd pretty frost heavy. But they just do so much so fast. So we've been getting through it really quick. I think the optimal comp, honestly, is probably two mages and a warlock, or 2 mages and a druid, or 2 mages and a hunter. I don't think you need 3 mages. I think 3 mages are too many. It is nice on occasion to have 3 mages ready to slow. Oh my bad, I forgot about the music. But you don't really need it. A lot of times, like, 2 of the mages are novaing at the same time. Both popping Ellies and stuff, so. What happened? This tank's super fast. He's just not mana friendly, but it's okay. So we have that hunter, which is not bad. I don't think they really use mana like that. I'd rather have a speedy tank than a slow one. It's like 3 or 4 bars of XP every time we do this, so it's pretty nice. And it honestly feels like we're getting faster and faster. I think there's like a flow state that everybody pretty much has. After you do a few, you kind of hit that part. That's why it's nice to like have a farm group and stick with them the entire time instead of just trying to find new groups all the time. It's best to just, or kind of like, you know, spend a couple hours in the, you know, with them in the dungeons, and then maybe take a break instead of just, you know, doing 2 or 3 runs. I've met into, we ran into a couple people like that. They're like, oh, I'm good now. It's like, all right, good luck getting up there. I mean, it's gonna take a while if you do it that way. It's nice to just have a nice flow group. You go quick, get it done. There's a guy in our group today. He hadn't slept in over 48 hours. It's crazy. I took some naps. But he hit 70 already, so he's been 70 for a little while. I did some stuff earlier, so I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. We were all telling him, please go to bed. Yeah, I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he was account sharing or what, but I mean, he seemed pretty like dead at the end of the day. He seemed pretty tired. And usually those are like, you know, I've ran into a few guys like that on Sea of Thieves back in the day when I was farming Pirate Legend and stuff, which was another fun thing to do. And that one lasted a whole month. I was farming that for a while. But those were military guys. And I asked him, he said he wasn't a military dude though. That was like the couple people that I ran into that do like 48-hour days. I could never do them. I had to take naps, like little cat naps. And they kind of passed me. 2 of the mages are probably, one of them's 70 already, I think. Just fine. I'm a few hours late. I couldn't do it. I was too tired. I wanted to sleep. I had some stuff I had to take care of today, so I didn't get 2 hours. Yeah, it is a farm. It is a grind. I was also doing some profession stuff. Made some decent gold. I got flying, and I'm back up to 330 gold. But we need a lot. I think we need a lot more for Wrath. We're gonna need so much. I can make netherweed bags now. I'm making 16 slot bags. So hopefully those will sell. I haven't seen any of them sell though. The other ones were selling, like rune cloth bags were selling, and then some retail player, I mean clearly a retail player, came along, and so rune cloth bags were at 9 gold each, and they were selling at 9 gold each. And then all of a sudden, this dude came in and put like 20 bags at 6 gold, and so it like tanked the price 3 gold. Just you don't need to do that. You just undercut by a few silver. No one really cares. No one's gonna get upset. Instead, he undercut by like a bunch of gold, and he lost like 20 bags. So he tanked the price to 6 gold. Then he undercut it himself and tanked it to 5 gold, which made no sense. He probably just didn't have all the bags sell. And then he got it down to 3 gold, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I whispered to him. It was just like, you're single-handedly tanking the bag price of Runecloth. And he's like, it's no fun. I'm like, what do you mean it's no fun? It's like, it's no fun if you tank the price. I'm like, okay, dude. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. So that was a little bit of a headache, because I thought I was going to make some decent gold from it. I did still, but I thought I was going to make more. Because I made like 50 bags. I don't know. I think it's just a retail player. He doesn't understand. So, you know, I mean, in retail, it makes sense. You undercut. The thing is, in retail, where people have millions of gold, you do undercut by a gold or two. Oh, what happened here? What is going on in my group? I think we're wiping. I'm out of mana. Yeah, we're wiping. Oh, I do not know what happened there. It's Warrior. I think Warrior tanks have a hard time holding AoE and stuff. Like, we're hitting 500,000 XP an hour. That's where we should reset. Honestly. I might let them know that. Yeah, I don't know what he was. I think he was just doing, yo, what's up, Colin? What's up, man? I'm about to hit 70. We just had a wipe and forge. The Warrior tank has a hard time holding AoE aggro, I think. I got mana drained pretty fast there. Yeah. It's alright. It's Sethic Halls. It's a higher level dungeon for the most part. Oh, damn. Is there a queue? Oh, damn. I don't think NA's had a queue for the most part. It might be tonight, though. I'm gonna let this group know that that was really good XP right there. Instead of going the rest of the dungeon. There we go. 500 XP. Skyfury didn't have a queue earlier, but I guess later it makes more sense. Yeah. Especially, isn't today... I don't even know my days anymore. Isn't today like Friday or Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. I think we found the spot. 3,000 Q right now? Really? Oh my god. Yeah, once I hit 70, I'm gonna go to bed. That's the plan. I'm so tired. I've only gotten like 2 and 3 hours sleeps. But if we do another 500k run like that, I'll be done in no time. I'll be leveled in like an hour and a half. Oh wow, our tank's ditching. As soon as we just had a good run. 100 a minute. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not seen a queue. That's because I'm full degenerate time. I was waking up at like 3 or 4 a.m. Yeah, I've been waking up at like 3 to 4 a.m. and popping on after like a couple hours sleep. I had to help a relative with something this morning, so I woke up at 3 a.m. to like pump out as much as I could. I didn't know how long I was gonna be gone for. Thankfully, I was only gone for 2 hours, but the other mage just caught up. We had the other mage hit 70, and another one hit 69. I don't know if he went in and got 70. We just lost our tank though. I'm 36. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been great. There's people way faster than me though. People like Joker or Tommy Salami, they just get crazy numbers. Tommy hit level 30 in 6.5 hours. I don't know how that's humanly possible. To just completely max out like that. But I guess he was a paladin. Paladins have a decent leveling experience. I don't know. Not too sure. Mages are pretty. Yeah. He hit he hit level. He was world first though. Yeah, world first, level 70. He did it in 27 hours. 1 to 70 in 27 hours. Those people they're insane. I mean, they practice on private servers and stuff over and over again. So they kind of know. Wait, am I leader? Oh, I'm leader. Let me give this guy. Let me just give it to this guy. No, actually, I'll invite him. Yeah, it's crazy. Mine's way worse. I think, let me see. I'm at 3 days, 5 hours. So, that's a lot more. That's a lot more. Yeah, 100. Well, you know what it did? It made... The biggest thing is it made the gold hard. Like, you couldn't buy your talents because you needed to get mounts by level 20. And so you couldn't buy certain talents. So it did make it kind of different, in a sense. Because people weren't buying... I mean, I wasn't buying any of my talents for, like, the longest time. Yeah, because you couldn't... I mean, it took me till, like, 21 or 22 to afford my mount. And then 41, probably, or 42 for the... epic mount, and then flying I didn't get till 63, but that's because I thought it was 250 gold and it was 275 gold. Oh, thought he was asking me something. Epic mount was 50 gold. Or no, I don't even remember, to be honest. I think it was 90 gold. I think you're right. I think it was 47. I think 47 was flying. Was the flying mount cost, and then the trading was 225. I'm trying to remember what epic mount is. I have it on one of my videos. I have to look it up. 13 gold, 36. That's not. I mean, that's not terrible. Like, if you're buying all your spells, it's probably you should only buy certain ones, especially if you're frost or fire. You just kind of buy what you're gonna use at the moment. Need to get this guy water. Oops. Biggest thing is you could, if you take tailoring's huge. You switch to Frost for sure. Yeah, Frost is just so good right now. Yeah, it's a lot more fun to play. And you just have a lot of AoE control. I don't think this tank is pulling enough mobs, but he'll figure it out eventually, I think. Yeah, they're letting him know. He's only pulling one pack at a time right now. This is not our normal stuff, but when you get a new tank, that's what sucks about losing a tank or a healer, is because they kind of matter. More so than anything. They're the ones that are doing all the pulls and stuff. I will say I don't really complain about tanks anymore after I did Som. Som was so bad. Yeah, SM is really cool. SM is really fun to do because you can just, like, you go from one dungeon to the next, even on reset timers. What is this RNG? I just got stunned into sleep. It's terrible. Or charmed into sleep, I mean. don't know if this tank's doing too well. He let our druid die. Is this another warrior? Why do they keep getting warrior tanks? Had any trouble with tanks? Really, just a few slower pulls, but yeah, these bigger dungeons have like really one-shot mechanics. So, like where those dungeons you can kind of kite through stuff. This one, like if a mob gets loose or the tank doesn't pull it or do whatever, like they hit you, then your mana's done. But I don't complain about tanks too much. After Sam, we didn't have any. Oh, not for AoE. But that's whatever. Paladins are just too good. They just drop concentrate and just win. It's the best tank. Druids are okay. They have like slash. They just spam slash. We had a warrior tank in here that was pretty good. But in Psalm Season of Mastery, which was classic fresh, they like re-released it. There was nobody played tank. Yeah, sometimes you have to, you can wait for the tank to kind of get aggro. Also, once you get water Ellie, it'll make it a lot easier because you could do a ranged Nova attack. Like you'll see here, I'll pop a ranged Nova on this, and then it's already set, and I don't have to go up to the pack. I don't even really Nova anymore. Besides like this, if like there's mobs coming up. This druid does so much damage. Almost level 70 druid. What just happened? I'm tired. What's going on? Uh-oh. Tank's not happy. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I'm not sure what the talents are anymore. I'm kind of upset with the new talent tree. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's okay. I mean, overall, it has too many things to put points into for Frost that you used to be able to put into Arcane, and you used to be able to get something called Arcane Meditation, and you could even take Presence of Mind too as a Frost Mage. You could even go pretty far into the Arcane tree. Now it's like they've added so many things into the Frost tree that you have to judge what you're going to get rid of. I think I'm going to get rid of a few. Like some of the 5% damage increases, I really don't think are worth it. It's like 5% damage increase. Why? What's going on now? Find new tank? What happened? I don't know what's going on with this group. I'm going to have to join a different one or something. We were doing really well. There's a lot of people on now. Alright, let me list this. Spell, cleave. Fat pulls. I've gotten him in a few groups since level 30, always terrible. I just do not like paladin tank or warrior tanks. I think warrior tanks can be great. They do a lot of damage. They can do a ton of damage on AoE. They can do a ton of damage on bosses. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they can't all aggro. Exactly. That's a warrior tank for you. They gotta do a lot. Yeah. Our group's not upset, or pretty upset with them. They pulls 3 mobs and can't hold aggro. That's not good. The problem with the warrior tank is they just don't have the AoE. Need a ret DPS. My post says, I don't know what's wrong with people. That they see it's literally, and we have the rolls right. Oh wait, actually I'm a tank on here. Of course, I don't know why it defaults to tank when you're in the thing. There we go. Although it says, oh yeah, okay, it's right. 62? Jeez. Yeah, I hate that. I was gonna see if I could join a different group. There was one in here earlier. There's this one. I might just go to. No, I didn't get that. I know I didn't get it set up. It's okay, to be honest. I'm probably not gonna stream too much. If I do, then I'll have that all set up. I just wanted the VOD from when I hit level 70. No, I know. Well, no, I do feel bad about not getting it all set up. Because it's probably super simple, and probably would take me like 10 or 15 minutes to do. I just didn't feel. I was like, I'm gonna have more discoverability on YouTube anyways, because I actually have subs here. Whereas on Twitch, I haven't streamed in over 5 or 6 years, 7 years. So there's probably not anybody to watch me there. I don't think it would even be worth it at the moment. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to join the other group, but I'd hate to. This druid's really good. Suffolk. Copy this. Let's see, do we have anything in queue? There's a level. Oh, I forgot the levels are bogged. I wonder if this guy's a tank. Let me see. Let's say DPS tank. Oh, I finally got to play with a DK earlier. But he did okay. He did okay on like boss fights. He did really bad on AoE fights. I'm not sure, I guess DKs don't really have the AoE like that. Ugh. Yeah, see, this is the hard part, the downtime. And if we just pumped for another hour, I'd be 70. Of course, I'm gonna have to spend another. Oh, this guy's pissed. This is a healer I was with. I'll think Seth. Let me see. Is it a warrior or? It's a paladin. Yes. Okay. We got it. Nice. Got our tank. Take what you can at higher levels. Yep. It's really bad right now. In fact, if I look up 68 mages, there's only 15 of us right now online. There's only 15 mages above level 68. Yeah, that's true. You get them pretty fast. We found somebody pretty fast though. It's the tanks and healers are easy to find. It's actually funny. Tanks and like paladins are easy to find, like that type of DPS or even hunters. It's hard to find mages and healers. That's the funny part, because like I keep getting hit up. Like I'll get hit up like 3 or 4 times, like while I'm in Stormwind, to do those dungeons. Oh, I forgot I don't have music on this whole time. Oops. And even in classic it wasn't that good. And I hit level 70 in 6 days in classic, or level 60 in 6 days. So I did it about 6.5. Maybe into the 7th. So it's about the same time with the 50% XP boost, half the time. That's what I did in regular classic. Really? So you're still getting messages too at that level? Okay, that's kind of cool. That people are looking for people. You know, the problem, like Season of Mastery, I know I keep talking about it a lot, but man, it was just like the worst experience because everybody wanted to quest. And it was... Oops, I didn't reset. Everybody wanted the quest. Just a few still though. I mean, that's pretty big. Nobody wanted to do it. Nobody. We didn't have. There wasn't tanks that existed. In some, it was insane. I guess so. I don't know why it wouldn't be. We had to do 4 mages when we did it. We had to do 4 mages and a priest, and the priest would just bubble you, and then you'd have to go. But I learned all the SM stuff. Like I learned how to do all the lanes, and that was kind of cool to learn like how to do the pulls. It was so nice not having to do them this time around though. Like that was not fun. Having to like, because there was so much stuff that could go wrong. You could get dazed, especially in SM, like SM Cath. When we had to do that one, that route was like horrid. I played a mage. I play mage every time. I'm pretty boring. I just play the same thing. When it comes to class variety, on Rita I play a different bunch. Yeah. But I've always played the mage. I'm not sure if I would like any other. I think the problem is I don't know if I would like any other class. I just like mage too much. It's just so much fun. I think druid is cool, but druid's hard to play because they got combo points, and that's kind of rough. I'm not really a big fan of rogue. Rogue doesn't really do any AoE, and they never get invited to dungeons. Hunter is cool, but I don't really. I mean, it's all like on your pet. So I'm kind of a big fan of mage on here at least. Retail mage I'm not a huge fan of. I've played every spec on retail. It'd be fun to play druid, but it's it's a ton of learning. I like the combo points and stuff. I heard it really hard. Like feral druid is like one of the hardest classes to play, and that's what I mean. This guy's playing Boomy. I think it's only one button. He just presses Hurricane. Do they? That's probably why they're so good in PvP. I'm not a PvPer either. Not like that. I PvP'd in New World, that was pretty much it. And that's kind of a joke. It was fun though, the wars were cool. I just typically do the PvE stuff. Of course I'm silenced. Silenced into sleep. Like, what is this game? 20 men left on queue. That's not bad. You'll get through it. Although, I don't know if the timer is right on that. On the thing. I will say that at least. I don't know if those timers are right. Usually it's a lot longer than what the timer says. How many people is it in queue? You did say it was 100 every minute, right? I guess you're counting. Oh yeah, then that's not bad. Yeah, 14 hours is not terrible. I seen I think there was one that was like 10,000 or something, or 8,000, something crazy, and that was like 4 hours or something like that. I have my mage armor on. Oops. Wait, what did he give me? Wisdom? I don't need wisdom. I want kings. It's okay though. Yeah, you gotta think it's Saturday at 10 p.m. I'm actually happy there's a queue on NA, because that means there's people playing the game. You know, I know I keep saying Psalm, but man, it just was so bad. Yeah, exactly. They're staying on. They're actually continuing to play. Turn off that ad. Yep, and just play through it, pump through. I would just try to find a good dungeon group. I will say the only issue with being at like a certain place in the curve, I've noticed, like it happened to me with Season of Mastery, is like I was so far behind at one point that the people that were running there, like the people that did the dungeons, they didn't do more than 1 or 2 dungeons before they would get off. They would do a dungeon or 2, and then they're like, all right, I'm good, guys. And that hurts. It hurts, like, the time they have to refill the group and redo everything every time. It's not that long, but it is nice to just stay with the same group and keep going and pumping through. And I think if you stay with the end gamers that do that type of stuff. Oh, you're good, man. No worries at all. Thank you for checking out the stream and coming by. I do appreciate it. Okay, so this one's honestly, this stream's more for just like VOD purposes. I just kind of want to have it on my channel, you know. I think it's kind of cool just having my like 1 to 70 experience just on my channel at least. So I don't mind if people come by or even chat at all. I just appreciate it. I honestly didn't think anybody would. I was kind of expecting it to be a lonely night, so it does make it a little bit easier, a little better. But yeah, I mean, you'll be fine, especially if you're still getting groups. I think majority of people are probably 30 to 40 right now. Overall, I've seen a lot of 40 to 49s. Oh, you didn't interrupt me. At least I don't think. Honestly, my brain is so like mush right now that I'm probably forgetting what I was gonna say anyways. Oh yeah, we're at 533,000 XP an hour right now, but we're still at 6 minutes, so we can't reset. Yeah, we have to do 12 minutes resets. It's good to do 12 min resets because 5 an hour, 12 is 60. It's like perfect timing. And even if you have to wait like a minute, like people make the biggest deal about waiting like 30 seconds. They're like, oh, we need to do 14 minutes so we don't have to wait. It's like, we're gonna wait like a minute and a half, man. we're not missing out on too much. But some of those people that are really trying to grind levels, you know, at this rate, they're very, very serious about it. I was telling Bristow earlier that wait, was it? I can't. My brain is so mush. Trying to scroll back up. Whatever. Just trying to read what our combo was. But anyways, you'll be good. Especially as a mage. Honestly, they're gonna need you. There's not as many mages this time around. It's not one of the more popular classes. Druid and stuff is 45%, 30%. Yeah, so you're probably right in the curve, which is perfect. As long as you don't fall underneath the curve, you'll be fine. It's falling if you don't care to quest, if you like questing and stuff, it's perfectly fine. It's just harder to find dungeon groups when you're not up to date. But you're at 36. Like you could spend the next week probably not playing and still be at the curve. People kind of get tired around 40-ish. It's like it was the breaking point in Classic. Granted, this is 50% faster. I think the breaking point's going to be around like 49-ish, 48. I think people are going to be like, oh, screw this, it's too long. That always happens. There's no way to prevent it, but it weeds out a lot of the retail players. Oh, that's what it was. So, there was this guy, I was selling bags earlier, and I was making some good money, and there was this dude who decided to sell, he decided to undercut himself twice. Oh yeah, there's so much different. There's so much like more utility that you get. I mean, 60 to 70 is kind of insane how much utility you get. Like all the stuff that you can do, and like I said, I can do a ranged Nova and all that stuff. There was a guy that undercut himself twice, but he didn't undercut by a couple of silver. He undercut by a gold. When the bags were selling at like 9 gold, 8 gold each, he undercut from 9 gold, 8 gold to 6 gold. Then he undercut himself to 5 gold, and he had like 20 bags on there, so he completely tanked the market himself. And I whispered to him, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I'm like, you can undercut, but do it by a few silver, you know? Just a retail player, unfortunately. They're so used to doing the gold thing, and that's fine on retail, but think about it. People on retail undercut by a few gold, and they have millions. I have like 300 gold to my name, and I've made a lot, so it's, you know, the 1 gold undercuts is massive. So this dude like single-handedly tanked the market. He's done a lot better with netherweave bags. He didn't tank it there. He was selling those too, and it's funny because I've undercut him by a few silver, and I've sold all my bags, and he hasn't. And I know he's not. There's no way he's getting all that rune cloth unless he's buying it, which I wouldn't be surprised. It just didn't make any sense. I'm like, dude, don't. I'm like, please, like common courtesy, just you know, undercut me by a few silver, undercut whoever by a few silver. And he's like, it's not fun that way. Like, what are you, tanking the price of gold so we all lose money on it is not fun that way? Like, alright, man, fair enough, you know? Like, I have the gold already. I have a pretty decent amount of gold. Doesn't mean I want to tank the price down and not make any more, you know? Yeah, no, it's not fun to make gold. It's not fun to make money. We'll just stay poor and goldless. Can't afford a flying mount or anything like that. Might as well. But no, I already bought mine, so I'm okay. I just want to be able to get epic flying. I want to be able to get dual spec is 1,000 gold, and I want to be able to have an AOE frost build. Yeah, a copper or even a silver that's like common. It's just like a common courtesy thing. It's not even anything crazy. But you could definitely tell that it was a retail player. Yeah, I mean, copper is probably what I should do anyways. You don't even need to do a silver. In fact, I'm probably being a little bit haywire with that too. I didn't even think about that. Copper is better. But it's just, regardless, he shouldn't be putting it up for a gold underneath. And then he literally undercut himself. I don't know. I didn't understand. Like, it was just him, and he undercut himself by a whole gold after he had already knocked the price by 3, from 9 to 6. I made out some decent one. Oh really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've gotten worried about the auctioneer add-ons. No, it is very nice. It is very nice. I get worried with TSM and auctioneer because people have accidentally spent a crap ton of gold because people list at like 1 silver bid, and auctioneer will register it as like that being 1 silver, and so people have. There was like some dude on TBC who wasted like 40,000 gold. I think it was with TSM though. I don't think it was with auctioneer. The whatchamacallit told him wrong. Forgot to reset. Yeah. So just be careful. Just make sure you double check everything. Oh no, I DC'd our druid because I reset it as he walked in. Yeah, we hit 505. That was really good. $505K an hour. That's the best I've seen this whole time. That means I only have an hour left. Actually, I need 700,000 XP, so I need like an hour and 20 minutes. It's not too bad. I'll be 70. Yeah, no, I don't use a ton of add-ons. I don't like to have like crazy amount of add-ons if I don't need to. I'll use just like the baseline stuff. I don't want to use like any of the rested XP or anything like that. I don't know. I like classic for what it is. I don't want it to be like too much like retail. But if you like the add-ons, then you know, of course you want to use them. I just like to have a different experience from that. I just got off retail after a little while. I was playing that Tower of Fantasy game, and then I'm sure that game's not doing too well anymore. Yeah, quality of life stuff. Auctioneer is fine. Again, I think it was TSM that was the one that like had that big issue. Just be careful, because people like to list, you know, certain items at like 1 silver and try to get you to buy it. You know, they do like this weird trick, and there's been a few occurrences of people. Yeah, 100%, especially if you don't know all the stuff. And I mean, like I have a tune add-on and stuff. All my I can go through mine: Atlas, Classic, Attune, Bagnon, Details, Looking for Group, Noble World Buffs, DBM. The baseline stuff. I know this dude keeps asking for waters, but this tank's pulling really fast, which is nice. He's doing a good job. Finally, Paladin tank. That's what I said. Give me a Paladin tank all day. I'm so happy our tank gave me leader after he left. Thank God. Because they were just inviting anybody. They're like, yeah, it's a warrior. Yeah. People do charge for water in dungeons. I've never done that. I've never charged for waters in dungeons. We're all together. We're all doing it. You know. If I was with that, like, if I was lower level and there was, you know, we were only gonna do 1 or 2 runs, I'd charge them for water. But if we're together, we're doing all these runs, and yeah, I had a buddy that does. He will charge for waters no matter what. Trying to find the other 20. Where's the other 20 in my bag? Yeah, that's he told me, but this dude was never high level. Like he never got. It takes him forever to level. So he was always. Like I was 70 and he was like 20, you know. He wasn't even anywhere near where you would be, or anybody else. He was so low. And it's, you know, he's kind of one of those players. He usually plays rogue. And the one time he goes mage, he starts charging for waters. But if we're together, you know, I mean, like. There was a lot of healing gear that dropped, and like the healer didn't care that we needed on it because it was way better gear than we had. Like way better gear. Like I was wearing greens from like level 30. You know, and so we all ended up getting that piece. We all ended up getting the boots. We all ended up getting the staff and stuff like that. There is, especially if you're running it like 20 times over and over again, everybody's gonna get the pieces. Which this group earlier got upset that one of the mages. Needed on one of the healing items, and it makes sense. He was kind of a random, and it was our first run through. He should have at least asked, and he didn't even ask. He just kind of needed. I wonder if it's better if I just AoE this. I guess so. It's always good to ask the group, figure out what they want to do. Especially if, like, you ever see a purple BOE drop, don't do anything. Like, don't click anything until people say, and watch what people do in chat. You know? Make sure, if you see one person needing, if I see one person need, I always need, immediately. And then I will, if I win it, I'll re-roll it, or something like that, if people didn't win. There's always some person that's trying to ninja loot or something. It's a never-ending thing on this game. I'm surprised I haven't run into it more. because I ran into it a lot in Classic. But I think it's because I've just stayed with the same group. I'm sure there's plenty of incidents already. People ninja looting or doing something weird and not knowing what's going on. Some of these greens in here, man, they drop at, like, they're worth 8 gold just for a green. Oh, that one was maybe. It's pretty insane. It's actually really good. That's what I mean. Like this BOE dagger is worth 6 gold. That's why dungeon farming is That's why dungeon farming is so good. It just gives you so much gold. And then another tip is if, like, a good thing about not doing any quest from 60 to 70 is if you go back and do the quest, it gives you double the gold. So I could go back and do TBC quests and it'll give me double gold what the quest would originally give me. I tried to do it back in TBC, but I got really bored. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm like, this is painful. Yeah, because you get no experience, so it gives you double gold. Yep. Which is nice. It is nice. And it is nice for people that like the quest. I'm not one of those. I tried. I think I did it in like 1 or 2 zones, and I was like, I'm done. I'd rather just farm mobs or something. I'm not gonna do these quests. I don't know why I don't like questing. It's just I'm not very good at it. I'm super slow. I was so bad when the servers first dropped. Ooh, wow, that's got a lot of stam. I kind of need this for mage tanking, if I ever do. I'll let it go. I almost want to tank Gruul again. I mage tanked back in TBC. And it's like you have to tank this boss in this fight as a mage. And only a mage can do it. It's really cool. I don't know if you know about that. It's kind of nerve-wracking, especially in the beginning weeks when nobody really has the gear. Hopefully they can B-res. Wait, we got a paladin. We have a pally tank. I've got a B-res. That's why I like the pally tanks, because they can res as a tank. It's beautiful. We have a druid healer right now, so we can't do much. We have true druids. I mean, I guess they could B-res. They could B-res. It's 30-minute cooldown. Does this guy not know that paladins can res? Hey, he's a paladin, right? Am I tripping? No, I've seen Consecrate. I actually really do like that people are playing paladin, and the great thing is I've only met one person today, like one person the entire time up to 70 that's playing paladin DPS, and they just whispered me earlier. They're like, "Hey, you need a DPS for paladin?" And they're not bad. They're actually not that bad, especially in TBC. And if you get them, I'm pretty sure if you get them a shaman, they're like really good. If you bring a shaman with a paladin DPS, I think they get the Wind Fury procs, or maybe that's just for warrior. But their AoE is pretty good. They can spell cleave. They're not bad pickup at all. Pallies, druids. You can even pick up a warrior too. Oh, you're good, you're good. For sure. No worries at all, man. Enjoy your game, please. You don't have to worry about chatting. Please enjoy your game, hang out. I'll just talk, keep you company if you want. If not, sorry about the music not being on. Dog sitting? Hell yeah, yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, I sometimes have to babysit one of the dogs here. Yeah, that's the worst. When the dogs bark and they gotta go out, it's like, damn, man, please, let me finish the dungeon. Especially with SM. SM is so nice. You go back and forth, back and forth. Although I run out of bag space in SM all the time. Alright, I'm taking this one. I'm just gonna save it. I'm not gonna use this. I don't think they're gonna care. It's worth 1 gold. And no one needed on it last time. Yeah. Actually, I haven't. People don't even take bio breaks. Like if someone says I gotta go bio, in the groups that I played in, they're like, wait till after the dungeon. So you just have to hold it. You're just like, all right, screw it. There's people that have just done it, right? They're just gone and left. But some of the groups I've been in are pretty hardcore, man. They don't mess around. Ooh, what is that? Everybody greet it. Yeah. We just got 5 of lunacy. I have no idea. I think that's a dark card thing. Dark moon card. Trinket stuff. Especially with we had a tank earlier that we've been playing with since level 30, and he was about to hit 70. So we just kind of beasted through for like the last hour of it, and just didn't take any breaks or do anything. Although this group has been much faster, but I think it's because of the druid. The druid just does a lot of damage. Like I said, for some reason, Mage just doesn't do a ton of damage on bosses. I don't know why. I've tried. I've taken everything I can for Frostbolt and all that stuff.
Find shelter.
Ooh, you made some auction house money? That's nice. Oh wow, I missed the poly. Oops. I need to set a cancel macro for that.
Find shelter.
Oh my god. This boss, like, because the druid's doing so much damage, he keeps proccing the arcane stuff, so I can't even do anything. Super annoying. It's nice though that the druid at least does damage. I wish I had spell steal. I think I get it at level 70. I think maybe just get spell steal 70 or something. No, don't poly. Got it. Wait, he double polyed? Jesus. Went for me twice. I have decent looting luck. I have such bad mechanic luck. I get the word like if there's a mechanic, it's going on me. It's got polyed twice. I should have known it was coming. SM Cath, you can leave at 43, 42, 43, and then head to ZF. And then from ZF, you go to level 50, and you head to BRD. Okay, my bad. I was talking on the group. So you go to ZF from 43. Sorry, we just lost our healer. You go from ZF from 43 to 50, and then BRD at 50 to about 56 or 55, and then, or maybe 58, and then at 58 we should wait, what do you do actually? What did we do after we went BRD? And then we went LBRS. We went LBRS at 56 or 57 to 58. And then once you get 58, you can go to Hellfire Peninsula and do ramparts all the way to 66. That's what I would do. Dungeons. What are we looking for? DPS. That's what they call us. So yeah, you would go
Yeah, you can't eat pizza for breakfast.
probably to 40 or to 56 in BRD. I think that's what it is. And then at that, once you hit 56, is this guy level 50? You can go to LBRS till 58, and then at 58 you head to whatchamacallit, you can head to Hellfire Peninsula and do Hellfire Ramparts. I might try to get that Druid. Who is this? No. Wardix? What is this? It's another Death Knight? Do we want a DK? No, I don't want a DK. Why are we not in group? Oh, it keeps delisting? Can we do that? Okay, that's fine. My bad. This is like the worst time for me to answer a question because I'm the lead. I don't really. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how DKs are. I don't think they're that. I don't think they're that good. Yeah. That's the big part of the dungeon we need to get through. I could try a DK. There's a level 69 DK that applied. I feel bad not taking him. But it's just the last DK that we had. It's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. But yeah, again, so you go, so ZF, 43 to 50, BRD, 50 to like 56, I think, or 55, 55 or 56. And then 56, you could do LBRS, which is Lower Blackrock Spire. That's what we did. It's kind of a weird dungeon to do, but BRD becomes kind of useless. And then at 58, you can head to the TBC Outland area. There's a portal in Stormwind to Blasted Lands. And then you go to Hellfire Peninsula, and you do Hellfire Ramparts till 66. And then at 66, you can go to Sethic Halls and then do that to 70. That's what I would do. Should be your game plan. ZF kind of sucks. It's fun at first, and then it sucks. Hope we can find a DPS. What is this? What is this tank? What is this DK? What level? It says 59 on the thing. I don't know what level he is. I'm just not even taking the invite. Okay. So the group finder's bug doesn't show anybody's levels properly. What's going on? You're right. There's not. There can't even find a DPS. Can't even find a mage. Like I said, there's no. There's healer, or there's tanks, and there's druids, and there's hunters, but there's no mages. I don't know where they all ran off to. Oh, I didn't reset it. hate being the party leader because now I have to reset and stuff. But I like it because I can choose what we want for our AoE. I mean, I'm good now though, because we we already have our tank. I just didn't want a warrior tank. They're like, warrior tank is good. No, it's not. There are great warrior tanks that can AoE cleave, but if you're gonna do a warrior tank, you got to melee cleave. That's usually that's the typical. That is the typical play, is to melee cleave with those guys. And there are some warrior tanks that can do really well, but that's if they're good. That's if they're like really good, and they aren't lazy. I feel like so many warrior tanks are so lazy for whatever reason. They just stand in the one spot. If the mob loses aggro, like I said, they just say, "Well, all right, you got aggro now, man." It's like the pally tanks will come running over, like, "Oh, let me get that for you," you know. And a lot of times I either like blink to the other side of the mobs to try to pull it back. Still, that the reason why you have a tank there, that's kind of their job. Otherwise, you could just do 4 mages and then a healer. There's no point if the tank is just standing there. Because we have aggro. The mages usually have aggro. Damn, I would have taken that 69 DK. I didn't realize that it's gonna be this hard to find DPS. What was that guy's name? Do I have that on here still? Oh, they need a healer. Oh, what is it? Oh, this is a paladin healer. That's nice. But we don't need that. Yeah, no need DK. Yeah, I didn't want to take a DK either, man. Maybe a hunter. Yeah, anything. Druid, hunter, mage, not a rogue. We could take... Yeah, a hunter would be good too for bosses. They're mainly good for boss. They do really good AoE damage, but it's nothing compared to a druid or a mage. They do really good damage to bosses because they're physical damage. They just break through everything, and their pet does a lot of damage even through mechanics. Dude, what is happening? He's like, not a lot of people are 68. Yeah, they are. Nah, I'm just kidding. In fact, I think there's only 13 mages that are 69. That's pretty nuts. We'll find somebody. Oops. This guy's just AFK in here. That is a DK though. Damn, they're looking for a DPS as well. Holy cow! Let me see if there's. Let me look up mages 67 plus. Oh, I can get him in here. That's just this mage. He's a good mage. He's got really good gear. He pretty much beat me on every roll, so he does a lot of damage. Oh, don't tell me he's AFK. Oh. Got him. He's good. Drop. Oh. We got him. Nice. Been playing with this mage for a long time. Oh, actually, we probably have to summon him. Forgot about that. Yeah, it's quite lonely at the top. People will be here eventually, though. And it's nice right now, too, because, like, all the level 70 stuff, I can go out and farm pretty much free, though. I don't need anybody to... Oh, he's here already. Suffolk. Shadowmoon Valley. Where's he at? Might need to summon a tank. He's coming back. He's almost here. Yeah, let's go summon. Oh my god, no, help me summon. ERB bio. Or whatever. Oh, he's here already. I just can't wait to be done. Oh, I'm sorry, the music's not here. Keep forgetting. Why don't you give me an ad, some skipping. So yeah, I should be done in like an hour if we keep hitting 500k. Use my last arcane brill. It's another good thing if you've had to like buff people all the time, you get arcane brilliance pretty soon. I think in your like 50s. And then you could just, it puts intellect on everybody, which is nice. And it's an hour buff too. It's not just 30 minutes, it's an hour. It's pretty much what you have to use in raid, because you have to be buffing parties, and it will buff the whole party. I like this mage a lot because he's really good at noving. He like helps the tank. He's 67 now. I've kind of outpaced him. He went to bed. The other night we were doing dungeon farms, and half the group was like, "Let's go to bed," and the other half was like, "No, we're staying up." And I was dead. I'm like, I'm done. So he got off with me, but he didn't. I guess he didn't get back on to re-level. He just kind of stayed off. Sorry, he's close. 67. I almost want to level the DK. I want to try it out. I made a DK today or yesterday. What happened? Did someone die? I think it'll be decently fun to kind of level in that zone. I heard it's like really fast to 60. And just having like an alt that's level 55, it's kind of nice. Last hour. Oh, it has been a journey. It's been fun. I had a lot of fun leveling 1 to 60 in Classic, and TBC was good too. Although TBC got really tedious because we were in this dungeon. You're like, you know how in SM you're going from one dungeon to the next, and it kind of like it doesn't get too repetitive because you're constantly mixing it up. Where these is like in TBC, I did slave pens all the way from 62 to 70, which is all the way up. And that was not fun. 8 levels. I was in that dungeon forever. Oh no, I'm silenced. Dude, how long does it take? I gotta add a cancel macro for the ice block. The normal cancel macro is so bad. Like how it cancels you out of the ice block. I don't know what level you got if you got it already. It might be in the level 40s or something. But in order to, in Classic, there was no way to, like if you ice blocked, you'd have to take off your buff. And in this, they added it where your ice block will cancel, like if you hit the same button. But I'm literally, I don't know if you heard my keyboard, I was spamming it, and it was not letting me out. Takes an hour. I need to get some type of macro going for it. Is this snow? Ice block? That might be. There we go. Figure it out in a minute. Holy. Almost got one shot. Oh. I'm charmed. I think he's pulling too many. Oh, actually it's pretty good though. We're getting through this fast. If only I didn't get charmed into sleep again. What's going on here? Oh, I forgot this is the boss. I don't have water, Ellie. That's fun. By the way, your mana gem. You should have a mana gem, I think. Your mana gem doesn't use any mana, like to craft it. There's a bug right now, so you can just kind of craft it on call or whenever you have downtime between a pull. Used to before, like you'd have to kind of manage when you're crafting. Now you can just craft it and it just replenishes the mana that it used. I don't know, for some reason this, like, the casting in this feels really laggy, and it was never like, it wasn't that bad in Classic or TBC. But I think it's just because there's so many people playing that it's a little rough. There are times like where I'll cast Nova and my character will like have glowing hands, so I know it's procced, but it didn't cast it yet, and it takes like an extra second. And that wasn't like that in Classic. But again, I think it's because there's just so much going on right now. There's so many people playing. There's people on retail right now because people are coming back to retail. There's people on. Can I get out of Ice Block? Why is it? It's literally not letting me out of Ice Block. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. There's tons and tons of people on retail right now. There's a lot of people on TBC. There's people on pre-patch. There's people on. This. Oh wait, did I need that? No, I did not. I did not. Let me get this macro set up. That's so annoying how long Ice Block takes. I wonder if Ice Block's one word or two. What do you say? Oh, whatever. If I'm MC'd, this happens. I don't think anything happened. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, it is. It is 2 words spaced out. Yeah, macros are super useful in this. Retail, I don't really have macros like that. Everything's pretty. I play a rep pellet and I don't really need a macro or anything. Besides, like, my wings I macro with Dark Blood, which is Dark Iron Dwarf Racial. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. But there's a lot of cancel aura stuff. As you see, that Ice Block doesn't want to cancel off, but it should be good now. Should be good to go. Thankfully. Alrighty. Waiting on Evo. There we go. I don't have any waters, man. Do not have any waters yet. You need to give me a sec. Where is... That's the only thing I hate about finding waters, too, in your bag, is, like, they don't stack properly. So they'll, like, randomly put 6 and then 4 in one spot, and it's like, just go together. Clean backpack. Oh, so, like, sorts it? Yeah, I have my own sorting method. Otherwise, I'd probably have like some OCD about it. Kind of have the same thing with if you ever played Tarkov. I have like my guns at the bottom of the thing. Oh, what the? I got more stamina on the other one. I don't really need that much. Yeah, that's not really... It's not that good. That does make it easy. I just have my own. Yeah. Yeah, especially with MC. That would always be the worst. When I'd play with friends and they would like just throw stuff in anywhere, and then I'd have to sit there for like 20 minutes sorting everything. I love how fast this tank's going. I wish I didn't have to make waters for 18 people every time. We got a hunter, a paladin, and a druid. They're all crying for waters every 3 minutes. Water, water. All right, well, can you give me a minute to get mana back? Jesus. Nah. Like I said, I'd rather the tank pull super, super fast than slow. Hey, you see how well, I know you're not watching, but the paladin tank, the bird came and hit me, and the paladin ran over immediately, and came and got the bird. It's like that's usually what tanks do. It's always paladin tanks. I love the paladin tanks. They actually want a tank. Warrior tank. I don't know why. Like warriors, I feel like warriors have like a complex or something. They think they're better or something. They think they're like this high individual, so they just don't. Like I said, they just don't care. Just like you pulled the mob, that's on you. Like I mean, it sort of is because you should manage aggro, but for a mage and your AOE farming, that mage is always gonna try to pull aggro. And the least that those type of tanks can do is they can go grab the mobs that are gonna mess with your casting. This is not good. I need to heal. Am I silenced? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, maybe I can get full mana now if they have to actually res somebody. For once in this dungeon. Oh, dude, I wish I could get Arcane Meditation. Like, I just don't know what to lose. I'm probably going to lose out. I'm probably going to get rid of all my damage talents. And the reason being is because it doesn't... I mean, I don't know. It's so hard. I just gotta look up a build, I guess. Even though I used to just make my own build and it worked really well. But in this, I don't know what to take. I don't know if Arcane Med is really that good, or if you just have so much mana it's not needed anymore. Could be the case.
Find shelter.
Must be a radiation leak. What does that mean?
Find shelter. Find shelter.
Wait, what was he doing there? Boss, like, was turned at somebody, was gonna poly them, and then it switched to me. It almost... And it almost did. I can't wait till I hit... Oh, I hit 69. That's right. I can put on a bunch of gear. I have like a wand and stuff. I have some pants I can put on at level 70. It's always funny to have gear that you can't even use. It's in the inventory. Let me get the music back going. Oh, I gotta reset the dungeon before they start crying. What was that? There's only 379,000 XP? What happened? Oh, maybe... Wait, I guess we did AFK for a second. Let's see. Oh, thought I brought dagger for a second. I need to figure out a keybind for the pet. Some of these like AoE abilities. Mage Nova. Am I taking damage to the... Oh wow. Because the hunter was mind controlled, his frost trap was doing damage and slowing us. That's crazy, even though he put it down beforehand. Those first two poles are so treacherous. These charms. They're so not fun. They spawn these totems and they charm like a random person. And I'm not even good at finding them. I keep missing them as well. They're like they like hide behind the corner and stuff. Have you joined a well, yeah, you probably see the plan. I haven't joined a guild yet. I've gotten a lot of invites. I'm probably not going to for a while until I like get a confirmed raid spot. Oh, I popped the wrong thing, I guess. That works. My cancel macro works. That's nice. That was fast. That was super fast.
Okay. I got silenced into getting attacked by the bird. No guild yet? Yeah. I would wait. Unless you wanted like a leveling guild, that would help. And then just don't have any commitment to it, and you can leave whenever. You know, just kind of like, not to be like that, but just kind of use them for the time being. A lot of these guilds, like, they're never gonna do anything anyway. They're gonna pretend like they're like this hardcore guild, and they're not. Or they're all about helping, and or they're gonna be like endgame raiders, and then the leader doesn't even hit past level 40. You know. So you can join guilds like that. Where's the totem? I just wait. I usually wait for a raid spot. Like I'm like confirmed raid spot. And if anything, I'll just freelance. So like I'll find, because a lot of times, like a lot of these guilds, they want to do something called loot council. I think loot council is cancer. Like it's just it's the worst. There's no reason for it. Like other than tanks and healers getting like, if there's a healing piece that drops, or if it can be decently good for mages too, I think it should go to the healer. That's the only time though. Like if there's like a piece that the healer and the DPS can use, then it goes to the healer, obviously. The problem is, if it's just DPS gear, just roll it off. Like I don't think anybody deserves gear more than the other person, especially DPS. And the only thing it does is it makes the other DPS that have had a hard time getting gear, like if they base it off how much damage they're doing, and then they give it to the person that's already doing a lot of damage, then the person that isn't doing a lot of damage looks even worse now because he didn't get any gear out of the raid, and so now he's like screwed, and that's not fair. You know, I think there's like a reasonable point where if like someone's doing like absolutely horrible DPS and they don't show up to raid, yeah, they don't deserve pieces. But if the DPS are there for every raid, if they're doing around the same amount, which in Classic most people do around the same amount, there's no real like, no one's doing like crazy amounts of damage. Although it could be different in TBC, or I mean Wrath. I'm not sure, but everybody was pretty close in TBC. Like especially if you were in a guild that was like getting geared, you all did around the same damage for your class. Nobody was really doing like these like outstanding damage. And so I think that all DPS gear should be free roll, and those are the raids that I join. I don't join a raid unless it's free roll, and I just try to find guilds like that too, that just do free roll stuff. Especially at the beginning, a lot of these guilds are not going to be able to fill their rosters for the TBC raids, because I guarantee people are going to run Karazhan, and people are going to run the TBC stuff so that they get geared for Wrath. Although I heard a lot of people are going to be PvPing. So if you like PvP, you could do that instead, and then just get geared that way. I think if you get like 100k honor, you could buy like the rank 14 gear and stuff, or rank 13 gear, or whatever it is. But if you like PvE better, then I would go with the other thing. It's just farm Kara and Garul and all that stuff. It'll be cool. I mean, I don't know if people are gonna run that. If they do, I would look for a free roll. Don't look for any, like, especially if you're not in a guild and you're going to raid, don't join anything that says LC. Now they might have like something called an SR, which is like a soft res. And soft reses are fine. Soft res just means like you can res whatever, you can like reserve whatever you want. I don't really want to lose 7 for 9 mana. Yeah, I don't really care for that. Do I have any mana pots? I'll use one. And then that way you can just reserve one now the problem is you have to reserve the items before you join the raid, or like before you raid. So the item might not drop that you have reserved. But if it drops, then everybody that has the item can roll on it. And it's a pretty good system. Like everybody that reserved that item can roll on it. That's a soft res. That makes it so that not everybody can roll on every item. Like only select people can roll on certain items. You have to specifically pick that item itself. Am I gonna have to use another pot? I don't even have. I don't have any mana. Absolutely zero. This tank's going fast. I wish you would just wait a couple more seconds so we could get mana and at least have like a blizzard ready. It's okay though. He's probably not used to it. Nice, I got the stone off before the pet went away. My clear casting proc has been so bad. Proc rate has been so low, I barely ever proc it now. I wonder if it's not worth it anymore. See, stuff like that from Classic that I think was worth it might not be. Especially because we have like 8,000 and 9,000 mana. I mean, I have like 9,000 mana right now, and I'm in like I'm probably in the worst gear that I've ever been in at this high of a level. I got green gear. I have like all different types of like really bad stuff. Oh, I just don't know if I have it in me to farm heroics or farm regular dungeons to get into the heroics. I don't even know if it's worth it, or if people are even doing that. I'm guessing you'll have to for raiding, though. So people that like want to do Kara, you could probably do in blues, and maybe even greens. But Gruuls and all those other raids, you're definitely gonna have to do with actual gear. Am I dead? Oh my god, how did I not get that off? Guys got hit so hard. I died in 1.4 seconds. It's really fun. Oh, I'm so tired at this point, I'm leaning back. Of course I get lightning bolt and then hit with a wing buffet. Never even heard of that. Did I change my... Yeah. Oh. It's gonna feel so nice to finally just be chilling. I'm almost done here. Surprisingly or not, this has gone like way faster than I would have expected. And then I really need to take a nap and all that stuff. I might stream my other stuff that I do. Like I said, I need to really make. I haven't made any videos, so it's kind of been. I might not stream every day like I have been. I'll probably just maybe every other day or whenever I see like decent amount of content that I could implore to the channel, because I want to give effort to mainly just one thing if I can, instead of multiple things.
Find shelter.
And I like to study other people, like other streamers or YouTubers. And man, the space to stream right now is really dry. Like even some people that I watch are having troubles
Find shelter.
getting like the audience they need and stuff. It's just like, damn, it's rough out here, but it makes sense. I mean, you want someone that's obviously entertaining. I just don't know if I'm cut out for it. Oh, I wish we had spell steal for this. Cauldrons. Those are the pants that he wants. Oh, no? Really? You didn't need them? Why did you need on the healing ones then? Hey, why not these? Oh. Should be like 30 minutes left. Let's see, was it 500k? I don't know, I don't think we're doing as much damage. Okay. The Boomy was doing a lot. Yeah, he did not need to do. He did not need to worry about his mana at all. It must be fun to play Boomy. You just cast Hurricane and you don't use any mana. Or I mean, you use some, just not a lot. Not like what Mages use to. Is this a vendor? No. Oh. Oh shit. I did forget to reset. Keep forgetting to do it. I DC'd Cole. I keep DCing people. Crap. He's back. If you reset the dungeon as they walk into it, you just crash them to the home screen, to the character selection screen. Sorry if the fan's super annoying too. It's just kind of hot down here, and trying to keep myself awake. So I don't fall asleep. What happened? What did he say? Pretty good. Oh. What was he paranoid about? What happened? Checking microwave, I'm scared it blows up. What? And everybody's on like heavy doses of caffeine and stuff to stay awake. I've only had like a morning coffee. I haven't had anything after that. I've taken some really good sleeps. It's partly the reason why it took me a little bit longer than my main group to hit 70. And our tank was done pretty early on. I'm sure that guy's in a coma right now. He's sleeping for at least 24 hours. He was up for 48 hours straight. I don't know how you do that. I thought it was a military guy. Those are the type of people that usually stay up that late. Or like can do those like long endurance runs. I can't. I start to feel like my brain and like my chest starts to hurt. I can only go so long. I have to take cat naps to get through it if I do. I see, I frost novaed, or pressed, I mean, I guess you can't see it. I pressed E on my keyboard and it didn't frost nova. I don't know why. It's been doing that like all the time now. It's gotta be something up with the servers because so many people. And we're getting better with totems. I was surprised that Ramparts gave so much. I wonder if it was like that in TBC and we just weren't, because I didn't have this add-on that tells me how much it gives us every run or what the XP per hour is. I always just relied on someone else to say it. I wonder if Ramparts would have been good till 66 back then. It certainly is now, because we were doing 400k an hour, and that's really, really good for those levels. That's like 2 levels an hour or an hour and a half. Such a nice speed run. But after 65, 66, it really slows down. And only because you have to get a good group for like this to do like Sethic halls and stuff. You know, if you don't have a decent tank or if you don't have people watching for certain mechanic stuff that just completely screws over the group, it's easy to wipe. Although I usually give it at least a run or two with the tank to make sure that they can do it.
JCPenney is
Kind of
helping
give them
hardworking
of course we got an ad.
America save even
Jeez,
more all.
it's loud. Wish they would audio tone the advertisements, or whatchamacallit, a mix. I can't remember the name of what it's called to get the audio the same level as the other sounds. bags are gonna be full. Yeah, we can go at half mana. We're chilling. Nice. Hunter took out the water alley. That's what's good about having another class other than a mage, is some of these dungeons have like water alleys in them as a mob, and then you have to either use a fire ability or, you know, there's fire ones in here too. So if you were fire, then you'd have to use frost stuff, and usually your other stuff is super weak comparative to it all. How's my mans have full mana? What has you been doing back there? Okay. We just got silenced on our first blizzard. That's actually funny. Oh, I just can't wait to be out of Sephic. It's been ages since we've been in this dungeon. It's at a point now where it's not too bad though. We just get through it so easily. We know. Oh, jeez, nice voice crack. We just and we know all the mechanics now and stuff that are gonna pop up. People have hard time. The totems are kind of rough to see sometimes in this place. I love this pack. You can do insane damage on it. And I die so fast. They're only 200 XP each. But yeah, when you get to 60, the mobs that you kill in the dungeon give 1,000 XP each. So when you're farming it, like, I don't know, I get the 50 XP boost. I think that's how Classic should always play. Like, when Fresh comes out, they should always make it 50%. I think. It might be a little too fast. And when I mean like a little too fast, it's just comparative to like the actual Classic experience. But if they just keep doing Fresh, like I'll keep playing. I'll keep playing these Fresh. Because the 1 to 70 experience, or the 1 to 60 or 1 to 80 or whatever it is, it's so much fun. Like that's the best part about the game, is like the leveling with people, and then you meet them later on. You know, there's like drama. People are like, "Oh, I've ran with this guy 5 times and he has no idea what he's doing," or whatever it is. I like that type of stuff. I think it adds to it, adds to the experience. Other games don't really have that anymore. So I'll always play Fresh. And I did not want to play with people that had billions of gold already. I mean, there's people that have like 500,000 gold or even more. It's insane. There was a point in one of the patches in TBC where you could buy gold, like you could buy like 10,000 gold for like $30. It's like, it was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. It was like the botting problem got to like an all-time peak. And inflation happened like crazy. And it's like, there's no point. I mean, of course people are gonna buy gold and it's only $30 for 10k. And you can just buy flying and have literally buy anything you want. Wow, man, I'm getting some clear cast procs. I feel like they nerfed it. I think it was more than 10% clear cast. But Mage still feels good. I honestly wonder what it's gonna feel like in Wrath. If there's anything crazy that I haven't looked into. I go into these pretty blind, so I don't know what they're gonna... Oh, what happened to our healer? Someone always dies, at least once, during the dungeon. It can be a little sketch. We tried to do some of the 70 dungeons, and they were just rough all around. Someone in the party was like, we could do those. Like, no, dude, it's gonna take 4 hours to kill a boss. It takes forever. The gear we have is so bad. We're flying through this dungeon. I think I might only need 2 more left. Two more runs and I am officially done. He's got a Fell Lotus. That was good.
Find shelter.
I hate this boss so much. How do I... Hello? There is a CD, I think, with the cancel alarm macro.
Find
Just
shelter.
polys around the corners so hard.
Find shelter.
Oh, what am I doing? Where's my pet? Where's my pet? Oh, he just made it. Nice. Thankfully, it's poling the hunter's pet. That's another good thing about a hunter pet, is you can get lucky that it just polys the pet. Did I do this quest? Oh, okay, yeah, I completed it. Well, I wonder when the paladin's gonna be done. 413. And the Boomy just did too much damage. I'd say it did more. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, any ring cloth on me? Yeah. Dude, how much water does this guy drink? I just gave him 40. He's already used 40 in one run? Didn't I just give him 40? Maybe that was a couple runs ago. I might start charging this guy. Jesus. He's storing it somewhere. He's putting it in his bank or something. He's figured out how to keep it through logouts. He's gonna sell it in the auction house. Didn't even let the totem go off. That's how you gotta do it. Is Cole level 70 now? Or 69 or 68 I mean? Nope, he's not. Going after next run. Yeah, there's a lot of people looking for SM runs. You're right. That's all I see, and that's all I've been seeing and looking for group channel. And ZF too. But running a lot of ZF. Does this guy need int? He's gonna start crying for it. Oh my god. Oh, silenced. Fun. I've been making netherweave bags now, 16 slot bags. What does lockout mean? So you can run a dungeon 5 times per hour. So if you hit a lockout, that means you're doing it too fast. So what you got to do is you have to do 12-minute runs. You have to try to optimize 12-minute runs. So that way 5 times 12 is 60. So that way you only do 5 runs an hour. That's your limit. Yeah. So I would, if you get that Nova Instance Tracker add-on, it will tell you how much XP you're getting per hour, and it will tell you how much time you spent in the dungeon. And I really like that because it lets me know, like, if you ever wipe or anything, you can kind of see where is the optimal way. In fact, when we wiped on this, we probably could be doing 500k XP an hour if we just didn't do the entire dungeon. but they seem to want to do it, so. Why can I not cancel out of... What? That is the weirdest thing. Don't let me cancel the thing. Maybe I was holding the mouse. But some of these we spend like 20 minutes in, so we're not even hitting lockouts anymore. It really only matters on those earlier dungeons as much, unless you're trying to optimize how much XP you get. Then you really just want to hit 12 minutes no matter what. Why did you hit lockout? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing SM? So SM, what you can do for SM is you can go from library to cath. And then that will help you. Just heard it. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, they're probably trying to make sure you guys don't hit the lockout and to do both of those. Those aren't that bad. You can do library and cath all the way to 42, I'm pretty sure, because they both still have mobs that are like of your level. I think the problem is like once mobs go below 5 levels below you, then they go gray, and then your XP is completely nerfed. Oh, a BOE. Alright, hopefully everybody agrees. No one's needing a needing meter. Some people just need on everything. They think it's all theirs. Wait, what? Why did he agree? Why did he? Wait, what? Oh, maybe he could use it. He told everybody to need, and the hunter just, or told everybody to agree, and the hunter just needed on it. But if a person puts on the BOE, I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me. If it's a purple BOE, like we had a healer that took a purple BOE earlier, he did put it on, and that I don't mind. But some of them can be bad. Like if it's like an actual really good purple BOE, then they should not be needing on it. There's no reason. I am running out of bag space. Oh damn, I need the light feathers. What am I doing? Let's see. Did the hunter put it on? He better have. He did. He put him on. That's all that matters. Because you don't want to like. I mean, that's some gold. You know what I mean? That people could make like I sold a level 40 BOE for 15 gold earlier. Like people will buy it. You know, even if it's just blue. People buy that stuff, and gold matters right now. It'd be different if it was like a month into the X pack or something. It's brand new, fresh. But as long as they put it on, who cares? The only time it matters is when it's purple, and if it's like a really good purple. Like if you see Edge Masters drop, and someone needs on Edge Masters, that's what I said. You always wait. I probably should have too, but he called out to greed, and I thought everybody would follow. And then the hunter's just like, yeah, I'm taking that, which is fine. Again, like I said, he put it on, and it's only blue, so who cares? If it was purple, I'd be like, damn, that's kind of ninja-ing, bro, a little bit, especially if you don't say anything. And if it's like if you see Edge Masters, those are worth several thousand gold. Well, actually, never mind. Probably not worth anything in this. I forgot. We're in Wrath now. Classic was worth a lot. Although it might be BIS for a while. I know it was. It is a level 40 item. I keep forgetting the music, man. It's like the one thing keeping me alert. Oh, damn, I did not mean to cancel that yet. Oops. Ugh. The only thing I hate is when people don't tip for portals. That's the worst. I had somebody earlier, like if they asked for free, if they're like, "Hey, can I get a free port?" Like there was a dude who was level 1, and he asked me if he could get a port to Darnassus so he can go level with his friend. I'm like, "Yeah, of course, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't mind. Like, yeah, like, you know." Go level with your friend. Go have some fun. Like, why wouldn't I? But when people just ask me for, like, I had a person today ask me for a port, and they didn't tip. And he was like, "I really appreciate you." It's like, dude, this. I mean, it is just 19 silver. It's not a lot, but it's like, you know, then tip at least in the 19 silver. At least pay for the reagent, you know, even though it's nothing. Just, people be bogus. Waters is like, I don't know. I'm noticing there's a lot of retail players that are playing this, so they don't really know about that stuff. But you always tip the mage. It's just like that. No matter what he's doing, water, food, you tip the mage. They're taking time out of their day to make that stuff for you, and yeah, it's maybe 10 seconds, but still. Even a few silver tip or even a gold is not a big deal. I've had people tip me 5 gold, 10 gold for portals. Like, there's no reason why people can't give stuff. It's funny. I actually got one. I joined a guild before TVC came out, and because there was a boosted character. Like someone who played a booster, like a boosty. And he was asking me for... Wait, what? Can't drink anymore. Okay. He was asking me for water. And I was going to give him like a ton. Like I had like a ton in the trade window. And I was like, where's the tip? And he's like, first of all, boosted characters got 100 gold free, like immediately. So there was no reason why he couldn't tip me right outside of Outland. Like he was getting ready to go in, and so I took all 6 out of the window and I just put 2 in there and then traded those for free. And when I asked for tip in the general area, like the /say, one of the guild people or like one of the guild officers was like, "Who asked for tip for water?" And I was like, "Everybody, bro. It's like common courtesy." And he's like, "That was you?" He's like, "You're not in my guild." I'm like, "Okay." All right. Like, cause I asked for a tip for water, like whatever. I still gave the guy the water. Like, it's not like I didn't get water. It was a boosted character, and they get a free 100 gold. There was no reason why he couldn't tip. There's legitimately 0 reason.
Find shelter.
People be weird though. But it worked out because I left that guild
Find shelter.
and then I got invited to join Olympus.
Like literally a couple days later. Yeah, we really need spell steal for this fight. This guy just has absorb shield the entire time. There we go. Always got his trousers. You're gonna want those, bro. Is he not needing on him? No shot he doesn't need. What? Okay. But it ain't that serious. Just wish more people would understand, especially like the retail. Is he pointing at? Especially like the retail players. What? How's he pinging the map? Oh, he's doing some mining. Why doesn't he just need the item? He's waiting for everybody to. Oh, okay, he did. He waited for everybody to leave the instance so he could need on the item because he needed on those pants. But we already all have the pants, so it's not a big deal. That's a trick too. And it's really scummy to do. But if people leave the instance, their role doesn't count anymore. So if like someone greeds or needs an item and they leave out of the instance, you can wait behind in the instance and it will go to you. That was kind of how I won Savage Gladiator, but that's because everybody left and I just waited. I rolled and there was one person who didn't roll on the Savage Gladiator for some reason, and he like waited and waited and waited, so I waited in the instance too, and then he finally rolled on it and I won it. It was kind of funny. But it is like a scummy move. If you're the one that waits behind for people to purposely, but if you see someone else doing it, like, you might as well do it yourself too, so that you don't lose the item. But I've seen it happen a few times. In fact, there was pants that I won earlier, and the only reason why I won is because the other mage left the instance before the other mage rolled. And me and him rolled on it and I won. So it was like two people that didn't get to roll because they left the instance already, and the third mage waited. Our healer didn't see it either. People do stuff like that in this. It's very, very drama heavy with certain things, but it's fun. Like I said, I think it adds community. A lot of these new games, they really, really, really lack that stuff. Like even if it's scummy or toxic or rude, at least it's there. It gives emotion instead of being emotionless. Games like Lost Ark offered nothing. Although the chat was good, chat was really good in Lost Ark. People were fun in there, but it just felt like the open world died down so fast. Although, like, I really do like I Lost Ark at the beginning was really good. Like all the open world stuff and like everybody honking their boat horns and we're all hanging out and loading onto the island and stuff. I don't know if you played Lost Ark, but that stuff was so much fun, man. Just like hanging out. Other than that, it just kind of died. And that's kind of how Tower of Fantasy was. It was like really whatchamacallit? It's on a BOE. Alright, I'm just greeting. I really don't care if he's taking another one. That's okay. Again, he'll put it on. He'll put it on. That's a finger. Oh, Grizzly needed to. Oh, oh yeah, I guess it is a tank item. Oh wait, what? If he puts it on, I don't really care. Now there's drama. Like I said, I don't really care if people want to wear, if people put on the blue BOEs, I don't care. It's the purple ones that I think matter. I don't think the blue ones really matter. It's maybe like 20 gold or 30 gold, and that's if you sell it. It's not much. What do you say? Let him use that. Yeah, I mean... Well, this group might disband right before I hit level 70. That's not going to be good. Yeah, it's kind of bogus. The healer just took that. So so I know you're probably not watching. Art. Okay, so like I said, that Hunter needed on that blue BOE, but he put him on, so I didn't care. Then another BOE dropped, and it was another Hunter item. It had Agi on it, and the healer needed on it because he needed on the last one. But he's like, I'm gonna wear it, bro. And the healer's tripping out. He just put me on ignore. Damn. Am I gonna need to grab another healer? What did he put it on? No, you didn't put it on. You put it on? No, wait, what? He put on. Well, he wore it. He can't. Okay, this is probably the dumbest thing I've seen so far. So, the healer got mad that the hunter needed on the last blue BOE, so he needed on this one, and we told him to give the hunter the ring, and instead, the healer put on an Agi ring. He put on a hunter ring. Or like whatever, you know, whatever Agi. I don't remember what the classes use Agi. I think it's Hunter and Druid. Like a Boomy Druid maybe, or Feral Druid. That is pretty funny. Now that is something else. Never seen something like that before. And he put the Hunter on ignore. So there's that. There's already drama ensuing. I think you just started a escort quest, bro. Whatever, you're not gonna be able to do it, I don't think. Well, we can help him if he really needs. If I hit 70 after this, then I'll be chilling. I can help him with it really fast if he wants. Dude, how does something like this happen? How does the drama happen in my group of all? That's so funny that he equipped the ring. Wait, was it a ring or what was it?
thought it was like Bone Claw or something. That was called. Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe it was the Ravenclaw band. Oh, crap, I missed some of that. Oh, my inventory's full. I need the light feathers. Scrolls of strength, they're worth a lot. There we go. Yeah, that was a 3 gold green. I need that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's pretty funny. Well, at least the healer didn't leave, so I can hit level 20. Ugh. Damn. The hunter is not happy. And you know, like on it again, it's really it's a blue BOE. It's not that serious at all. Like there is no reason that anybody should get mad if someone needs on it like that. Like people have let me get the robe of the Archmage before. I've had people let me get that. There was even a time when we were farming for robe of the Archmage, and it dropped, and someone in the party tried to ninja loot it, and so I needed it, and I won it, and I just gave it to the warlock, right, like immediately. That was kind of cool. I wonder if he remembers that. I'm sure he does. He probably stuck with that dude for a while. Damn. That would mess. Oh. I thought I had a clear cast on that. I guess not. Oh, I don't have mage armor on. That's probably why. Jesus. I almost got killed by the ghost. I thought that was for someone else. Oh. There's like this ghost that follows you in here. Or like sometimes when you kill mobs, there's like ghosts that spawn. And if they run up to you, they pretty much kill you. I don't know how I survived. We're about to do it. We're about to hit it. I literally need less than 70. I need 64 XP. 64 XP for level 70. And then I can quit the game. No, I'm just kidding. This is it. Gotta make it a good poll. Oh, nice. He has water alley up. Perfect. Level 70. Ding. That was a nice little noise there. Oh, it has been a ride. It has been a ride. I will say that. I'm gonna probably have to respec. I don't think that's the right talent to go into, but I don't care for now. My respec is gonna be super cheap. I've never respec, so it should only be a gold or 5 gold or whatever it is. Although I think it starts off at 1 gold. Please still spam this dungeon. I'm sorry, bro. It's bedtime for me. Is he gonna need on this BOE too? No, he greeted. He greeted. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's for the druid, anyways. Oh wait, he didn't need that. He didn't need the. Oh wait, no, wait, is it? Oh, it's priest. Read that wrong. Oh, now the healer's leaving too. Oh, what the hell? He's pulling the boss. He's pulling the boss.
Find shelter.
Easy clap. Can't believe I got 70. What place did I get? Mage 70. There's only 10 mages online that are level 70.
Find shelter.
I'm top 10. On mine at least. Top 10 in the world. I'm gonna screenshot that. That's a big achievement. Where'd he go? Where'd he go over here?
Shelter.
I might be dead. Jesus. Why did it immediately TP into Arcane Blast? Whatever. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. It has been a grind. I will say that. Ooh, is that better than... Oh no, I have those already. I have those. Oh, he's teleporting out of here. Let me ask who wants lead. Oh my god, the hunter is not happy. Thank god it ended on this one. Or thank god I got 70 on this one. Although I could have just went and killed some mobs. Alright, we got you. At least they can stay together. At least they'll keep their tank. Oh, they kicked me out. Okay. Fair enough. Guy's ready to go. He's ready to pump. He's close to 70, so I hear that. Let's go back to Stormwind. I'll take care of a few things, and then like 10-15 minutes I'll probably end the stream. So I can get some sleep. I want to take care of some stuff and then head to bed. Maybe make some bags or something. I think I have enough room cloth. I have the vendor all my stuff. Wait, so were these pants better? Oh yeah, they are better. Oh wow. Okay. Let's have more stamina though. I'll save those. I'm gonna start saving stam gear. I really do wonder if people are gonna do Gruul. Although I don't think I need to be a mage tank to do Gruul. I'm sure I could just get into one. But
having the Mage tank gear could get me into like some guild that's running at week 1 or something. Cause no, it's like being the janitor. Nobody wants to be Mage tank. You don't get to parse. You don't do any damage on that fight. Unless you play Arcane. I did okay as Arcane on that fight when I Mage tanked it. Let me save these, get stamina. These are my 2 things here. BOEs. Those aren't. There's so many legs. There's like 3 different legs in that dungeon, I swear, that were all spell stuff. Some light feather. Ugh. Top 10, although I'm not top 10 technically. People that are online, I think I was like at least top 20, top 30. Although that's probably some copium. Oh, we had a lot of sales. Oh my god, we had a lot of sales. Holy cow. We're up to 450 gold. I just made over 100 gold. Jeez. Maybe I'll be getting my epic flying sooner than I thought. I probably should go out buy all my spells. I haven't done that. Kind of funny. Wait, what are these? Oh yeah, those are worse. I don't have most of my spells. Oh, I just wanted to get or something. Yeah, it's gone. I'll say gear with if you get BOE green gear that has traits on it, like increase attack power, or where's the other one? Restore mana, which is okay. It's not like the best, but stuff like that is seems to be selling on the auction house. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's been selling so far. 'Cause I've been listing all those up. Wait, were these the legs I was gonna save? No, it was the other one, right? It's hit rating. Crit rating. Huh. I'll save them for now. Nice dagger with spell power. Shoulder with spell power. Like, those will sell for sure. Because paladins, mages, warlocks, like we all want spell power. So it's kind of like it pertains to a lot of classes for that. Oh. Dude, I have like 1,000,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 7. 12 lock crates. I need to find a rogue to open these up. Let's see, I'm gonna go sell the rest. Sell this scroll. All these will be sold. Yeah. Yep. I should probably make myself some netherweed bags. I haven't even made myself them because I feel like it's just better to just sell them right now. Hey, can you please sign my guild charter? Yeah, sure. Ugh. That's another thing I like about being guildless. Is sometimes people will pay you to sign their guild charter. Although, like, this guy is just gonna have me do it for free. I don't care. Whatever, I'll help the guy make the guild. He appreciates it, you know. Oh, I just can't believe I'm 70, man. I can't believe it's over. Oh, fuck. It is rough out here. Sorry for the slip. Try not to swear, but sometimes it comes out. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. Damn, what do I even list these pieces for? Did any of them sell? I don't think so. Someone undercutted me for the... Dude, rune cloth bags tanked so hard, so fast. They're down to 2 gold. This Tartarian guy keeps making them. I don't think they're profitable anymore. The leather and all this stuff you gotta buy. You gotta buy 2 leather. Let's see, how much is regular leather going for? Rugged leather. Used to be 60 silver. Okay, so it's 7 silver each now. Yeah, then it's still profitable. Let's see, how much is rune cloth? It's a 20 stack of rune cloth. The 20 stack of rune cloth is 123, and then you gotta buy 2 things of the. It's only 14 silver. It's profitable by like 80 silver. That's not worth it at all, in my opinion, to continuously making rune cloth bags. And you gotta buy rune thread, which is 40 silver. So yeah, it's not even profitable. This guy's just making bags, and they're not even profiting. He's not even profiting off them. Which is fine to level, but I don't think he's there's no way he's leveling anymore because he's also selling 16 slot bags. That was the guy that tanked the price, by the way, of the bags. That's why. Damn, they're down to $7.99. It's okay. I was selling them at like $8.30 a pop, I think. I have no idea what to list this stuff for. It's actually a decent piece. It's a dagger with int. Yeah. Int shoulder with spell. Wait, do I need this? I don't know. I think 11 gold is pretty good for gear sales. There's nothing on the auction house. It's like there's no price matching. I normally used to just vendor these stuff, but I think because I'm so high up and so fast, it's probably best that I try to sell them for something profitable, more so than
what vendor is, vendor price. This didn't sell, huh? Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna call it, brother. Go head to bed. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Colin. I appreciate it as always. I hope you have a decent time while you're dungeon farming. And if you have any more questions, just leave them down. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'm just tired. I need to head to bed. And if you have any more questions, let me know. You can leave them in the comment on the VOD, and I can try to answer them if you want, or anything you want to know. Or I might have a video out tomorrow about like the dungeon farming zones and what I think is best, and which ones to head to. Because I know you're having questions about it, so there's probably a lot of people that have questions about what dungeons they should farm at what level. I'm sure. But anyways, man, I'll catch you until the next one. Doses.